Big Bobby is all elite. It is official. Lashley will be joining AEW. And I can't wait to see him do flips and flops and ballerina dancing with the likes of Ricochet and Will Ospreay. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Look, I'm a big fan of Bobby Lashley. I really like Bobby Lashley. But it is hard to get excited about Bobby Lashley going to AEW because the product right now is just incredibly bad. I can't stand watching AEW, and I just don't know how you fit Bobby Lashley into this current company. I watched Dynamite last week this week, whenever. That Ospreay Ricochet match, that was an insult to professional wrestling, and I don't know how Bobby Lashley can exist in the same company as that. I don't know how you can put Bobby Lashley in the same ring as those guys. I mean, ideally, I would like to see Lashley come in and be dominant, screw it, win the World Championship, and have what I think they should do is, they should treat Bobby Lashley the way WWE treated Brock Lesnar. I would have him be a special attraction, have him be dominant, have him destroy people, have him very, very rarely lose, protect the guy, and there's no reason why Lashley, cannot be Brock Lesnar-esque in AEW. You've also got the manager. Just like Paul Heyman was the manager for Lesnar, MVP can be Lashley's manager. Now, I get it. MVP, not as good as Heyman. I think we can all accept that. But I don't mind MVP. I think he's decent. I think he's a decent manager. His in-ring career is finished. I mean, last time I seen him in the ring, he was moving at 1 mile an hour. So I don't want to see MVP wrestling again. But in terms of a character, an on-screen personality, absolutely. I think there's room for MVP, and I would like to see MVP in this current run. Now, it looks like they're starting a new faction. Obviously, in the WWE, they were called the Hurt Business. It was MVP, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander. But in all honesty, I mean, nobody cared about the latter two. No one's ever cared about Cedric Alexander. As for Shelton Benjamin, I mean, 20 years ago, maybe people enjoyed Shelton Benjamin. But it's, it's 2024 now. The guy's been doing absolutely nothing. So his career isn't really important. But they're going to bring back the Hurt Business. They're going to call it the Heart Syndicate. And I believe there will be members from the current AEW roster joining it. So I'm just going to assume it will be a black-only faction. That just seems to be the way it's going. So who could join it? I mean, you've got Private Party, Hobbs. I'm sure there's other. I mean, you've got Swerve Strickland, who MVP looks like he's trying to, get on board. So there's definitely lots of possibilities, and I think it could be good. But just AEW, man, I just don't really see Lashley going to AEW and making it great. AEW, like, you put Lashley, and then you look at Lashley, and then you look at like Ospreay and Ricochet. You look at Lashley's style, and then you look at that style. And it's kind of like water and oil, it just doesn't mix. It really doesn't mix. So for me, I would like to see Lashley be booked as this dominant champion. I would make him the Brock Lesnar of AEW, and not the current Brock. I mean Brock when pretty much nobody defeated Brock. There was a time when you had to be a top tier main eventer. Brock's losses were only reserved for the likes of Cena, Taker, Triple H, and then obviously, later on, you had Seth Rollins get a win, and you had Roman Reigns get a win. But there used to be a time when Brock just didn't really lose to anybody, and that's what I'd like to see them do with Bobby Lashley. There's no reason why Bobby Lashley can't come in and be absolutely dominant. But knowing AEW, I mean, they'll probably come in, they'll book him strong for a few weeks, and then he'll start wrestling on Collision. There'll be no direction, there'll be no story. It'll just be Lashley having matches, and I don't see how this guy can have I mean, look at Lashley and look at like Darby Allin, for example, or Orange Cassidy. I mean, look at Bobby Lashley against Mark Briscoe, this meth-headed looking fuck. I mean, how is Bobby Lashley supposed to stand across the ring for these guys, and we're supposed to believe it's a 50-50, it's a real fight? Lashley should be destroying these guys. But we know that Tony Khan, I mean, he doesn't seem to do that, so I don't know, guys, we'll see. I'm excited to see Lashley back in wrestling, though, because Triple H has completely buried the guy. Since Triple H took over, Lashley's went from a main event guy to somebody that couldn't even get on the mid card. So I'm excited to see Lashley back. I just don't have high hopes and high expectations for his run in AEW. I don't think I've got any high hopes for anybody in AEW, but who knows? Maybe Lashley can get it right. Maybe he can get creative control. I don't know. We'll give Tony Khan a little bit of hope. He just secured a big bag, so hopefully he can open that bag. Maybe there'll be some ability in that bag that he can use to try and promote and book better shows. I'm hoping so anyway, guys. That's it. Catch you in the next one. Bean Fog Wrestling. It's official, though. Bobby Lashley is all elite. And who knows? Maybe we'll see him at Wrestle Dream. That's it, guys. Till next time. Peace.